welcome you all to this session of the Politburo, which marks our last meeting of this year. We convene upon the backdrop of an extremely successful year characterized by our resounding victory in the 2023 harmonized general elections, the landmark 20th National People's Conference held in Gweru, and the recent victories in both the National Assembly and local authority by-elections. Sadly, however, as we convene, our nation continues to lose illustrious sons and daughters. I invite the Politburo to observe a minute of silence in honor of the late national hero, Professor Ngoni Bebe, as well as other cadres who passed on across our provinces during the intervening period. May their souls continue to rest in eternal peace. Comrades, the developmental and the growth milestones we are realizing across all sectors of the economy attest to the sound policies of our party and government, as well as the resilience and the hard, honest work ethic of the people of our great motherland, Zimbabwe. We have every reason to be proud of ourselves as a nation. The initiatives we are undertaking, in spite of the illegal economic sanctions, are really groundbreaking. Our Pfumvudza in Twasa agriculture model is gaining regional, continental, and global acclaim. Similarly, the ongoing infrastructure development model through our own local resources provides a useful case study for others to emulate towards accelerated development in our SADC region and on the continent. I would like just to expand on this issue of the Pfumvudza model. I was discussing with my colleagues, SADC heads of state. They were very eager to know how it works. And I explained that the 52 walls this way represents 12 weeks of the year. And the 19 walls this way represent 1 week supply of food of a family of 7 to 9 people eating 3 meals a day. Some of you don't know those facts. So heads of state in SADC are very clear now. They are going to introduce this system in their respective jurisdictions. The science, technology, and innovation revolution has seen the emergence of new industries and associated manufacturing sector. Construction is booming across the country in both urban and rural areas, while the devolution and decentralization agenda has increased social service infrastructure in our country. Our party policies are yielding positive results. As such, the good performance of the party in the recent by-elections serve to confirm that we remain the only revolutionary party which can modernize and industrialize our country and deliver a higher quality of life for the shared prosperity of our people. We must entrench and consolidate this high-performance culture of results as we go into 2024 and beyond. Today's Politburo will therefore receive detailed reports on the 20th National People's Conference and the resolutions matrix. We also expect to be briefed on the by-elections held on the 9th of December and other critical issues relating to the party's programs and activities. The cross-cutting resolutions of the 20th National People's Conference require the Politburo to provide the requisite and the bold leadership for the accelerated implementation of party policies and programs. Heads of departments must be more active in driving the delivery of party programs across all wings and structures. If I ask you as heads of departments, when you last met your structures are offended. Our collective party work must translate into the improvement of the quality of life of our people. We should not be found wanting in this respect. Meanwhile, I commend provinces for conducting thank you rallies as we end the year and begin 2024. Let us keep the grassroots mobilized and confident in the party through the heightened implementation of party and the government programs. These thank you rallies, I think the blame is squarely on this guy. Mabima. No Commissaire Eduka. No afana kuronga ma thank you rallies. Vakambokuvudza vari akaronga.
Ndaitobvunzwa nevanhu ndikati imimi ngotenda yamutisha vari kuuya.
Kwatisha buya.
Ini ndindakazoti munozoti shefu vari kuuya vachazouya havo kana vaya shefu achazokutenda asini mukutenda yevanhu.
May I congratulate the party campaign team and the candidates for the victories during the recently held by-elections. Makorokoto and Chokin. We won all the seats. The party's election successes in Binga North, Bide Bridge South, Bulawayo South, Cowdrey Park, Lupane East and Nketa, as well as Mavuku Tafara, must see ZANU-PF's presence in these constituencies having a positive impact on the delivery of quality services. The resolution of challenges being faced by our people and ensuring that ensuring that they see the opportunities around them should be a key focus area for the party. I urge all structures to ensure that the party is visible even where there are no by-elections. We don't need to have by-elections for us to be visible in an area. In line with our re-engagement policy, we continue to scale up our quest to deepen and expand our cooperation with other progressive countries in the Committee of Nations. Earlier today, I received military gratis equipment worth 200 million RMB from the People's Republic of China. This is yet another example of the unbreakable, consistent, comprehensive, and strategic partnership that exists between Zimbabwe and the People's Republic of China. ZANU-PF extends its sincere gratitude to His Excellency President Xi Jinping, the people and the government of the Republic of China for this particular gift for strategic military equipment. The partnership, investments, and the solidarity we continue to receive from China are helping to accelerate the realization of our national development aspirations and Vision 2030. During the intervening period, I also attended the Saudi Arabia Africa Summit, as well as the Kusi Ideas Festival hosted by Botswana. We are committed to strengthen trade linkages and people-to-people exchanges within the SADC region and beyond. In this spirit, Zimbabwe and Botswana have removed the requirement of passports between the two countries. We have agreed that our citizens can cross by ID, as long as they have an ID. So we will give instructions to the Minister of Home Affairs to implement the law to that extent. And my brother, President Masisi, is doing the same on his side, so that our people can move in and out of our respective countries without formal restrictions. The launch of South African Border Management Authority, which I attended in Musina, South Africa, complements our modernized Beitbridge border post for the efficient movement of goods and people between our two countries. Likewise, the commissioning of the Machipanda railway line by the Republic of Mozambique, which I witnessed at the invitation of His Excellency President Nyusi, are important developments within our sub-region as we strengthen our cross-border infrastructure for increased trade and commerce. I may wish to mention that the railway line between Zimbabwe and Beira has been dead for 26 years. There was no railway line. And the Mozambican side, the railway from Machipanda, from Mutare to Beira, the 26 bends. And our brother Nyusi has been able to correct 22 of the 26 bends to be straight. They are left with the 4. When I asked my minister, I don't know. Felix asked, when I asked my minister, Felix Simona, how many bends do we have? Bends do we have? He doesn't even know. So I have asked our minister not only to count the bends of the railway, but to have them straightened. Mozambique is left with 4 bends. So I have said to Mona, by the end of the year, I don't think he has even begun. We don't want any bends in Zimbabwe. We should do better. But unfortunately, our own minister did not know how many areas of our railway line from Mutare to Bulawayo, or from Chikwalakwala also to Bulawayo, do we have on our, he does not know. So again, you can see how primitive we are. And now, my minister now is attending to that, so that you see, we remove, we have now enough technology to make sure the railway line must be straight, or to the best of possibilities, it must be straight, except where it may be too expensive to make it straight. And on the Mozambican side, and on our side, our railway line has not been transporting passengers between Harare and Bulawayo to Beira for 26 years. The Mozambican side has now been repaired and are able to move passengers now. Actually, we moved as passengers on the Mozambican side from Manica province, Manica city, to Mutare in a passenger train. I don't know on our side. Do we still have a passenger train? Deny. Can you go to Bulawayo by passenger train? Why? So our friends there have refurbished their side. There is now a passenger train from Beira to Machipanda. And in the process, out of the 22 bends, of the 26 bends, they've cleared 22. 4 are remaining. I don't know we have on our side. So we also need to attend to our railway line and introduce travel by train. And it's cheaper for our people. Even also, currently, for the last 26 years, according to Mozambican side, traffic from Zimbabwe and Zambia was going to Beira by road. This causes more damage on our highways. Mozambique was saying to us, my dear brother, we have now upgraded our side, so you don't need to transport cargo on the highway, on the roads. It's expensive and it damages roads. So when the cargo comes to Mtare, change it from your lorries to the train. Unless you also upgrade your railway this side. I don't have that knowledge. I don't know whether our trains are still functional. Do we have trains running? Yes. Oh, very good. Very good. So it makes transport costs cheaper for bringing our goods from outside, our imports from Beira into Zimbabwe, and our exports from Zimbabwe to the outside world through Beira, because now, after 26 years, this has now been refurbished and it's functional. Again, then my brother silently asked me to inform our two brothers in the north, Botswana is west, Zambia in the north, that it is cheaper for our respective economies to move cargo by rail. I've been to tell I met the Kusi festival last week in Botswana. I was able to discuss this issue with my brother, President Masisi. I haven't yet discussed with President HH. ZANU-PF remains gravely concerned by the growing humanitarian crisis and the needless loss of life in Gaza. We thus continue to call for the respect of international law and the peaceful resolution of the ongoing conflict in accordance with the various resolutions of the United Nations and the dictates of the United Nations Charter. Comrades, peace and unity remain the enabling pillars to the realization of our development aspirations. In a few days, we will be commemorating our National Unity Day. Activities and programs towards observing this important day must be supported and promoted in all our provinces. Earlier this morning, I hosted the National Day of Prayer. Panangaribo, you're there. We hosted the National Day of Prayer for continued peace, unity, favor, and the blessings upon our motherland, Zimbabwe. Most of the bishops mama vari pindo vatinovona kuti vanda zvokunamata kati mune shuwa here mabishop enyu ndozvangaitarovo. Among other things, we prayed for the rain, if I had any. And we thank God for the rain. All structures of our party and the generality of our people are exhorted to remain united as we march forward in building our country, brick upon brick and stone upon stone. The prevailing weather patterns confirm that climate change is a reality. However, Through our responsive and people-centered policies, multi-pronged strategies are in place to mitigate the negative impact of the El Nino phenomenon. Going into the future, our ZANU-PF government shall scale up dam construction and irrigation development. At the grassroots level, the drilling of boreholes as well as the promotion of climate-smart agriculture, including practices such as Fumbuza Itwasa, along with agricultural production based on agroecological regions, will be our focus. In concluding, as we go for our festive holidays and into the new year, I call upon the nation to continue upholding the culture of unity, love, and hard work. And let us also drive safely on our roads during the Christmas and the New Year festives. Please, our nation, it is a duty upon ourselves together as a nation to avoid tragedies on our highways. Let us drive carefully. Those who want to drink at home. During this period, we have many disasters, road accidents as a result of marrying. So if people want to do the marrying, please do it where you don't drive and cause accidents. So with these remarks, I wish you all a Merry Christmas